Alright, you've seen the spec sheet. 100 megapixels. A slick new design. But the real story of the new Hasselblad X2D II isn't in the marketing brochure. It's in the secrets they decided not to shout about. We've had this camera for a week, and we've found things that honestly change the game. This goes way beyond the press release. So forget what you think you know. We're about to show you what this machine is actually capable of. And we're starting with the autofocus. The premise for decades, the name Hasselblad meant one thing: slow, methodical, beautiful photography. It was the camera for the artist, the perfectionist, someone who valued pure image quality over speed and convenience. But with the X2D II, that whole idea is being turned on its head. Sure, the official specs are incredible. A stunning 100 megapixel medium format sensor, true 16-bit color, and almost 15 stops of dynamic range. And yeah, those are amazing, but they're evolutions. What we found buried in this camera is a revolution. Hasselblad has been holding back, and today, we're spilling 5 of their secrets. These aren't just features, they fundamentally redefine who this camera is for. The LiDAR autofocus is shockingly good in the dark. First secret is the autofocus. The spec sheet mentions a new LiDAR-assisted phase detection autofocus system with 425p DAF zones and a new AF illuminator. Numbers on a page. What those numbers don't tell you is how early intelligent this system feels. This isn't just faster autofocus, it's smarter autofocus. We took the X2D II into a studio lit with just a single modeling lamp on its lowest setting, a situation where most pro cameras, let alone medium format, would hunt and struggle. The X2D II just worked. It locked on instantly. While calling any system perfect would be an overstatement, the performance here is exceptional. The LiDAR system maps the world in 3D, even in dim conditions, and tells the lens exactly where to be. The secret isn't just that they added phase detection, it's that they built a system that dramatically reduces focus anxiety in low light. You can finally stop worrying so much about low contrast scenes. For event, wedding, and low-light portrait photographers who might have thought a Hasselblad wasn't for them, this changes everything. The 10-stop IBIS claim has a secret benefit. Second secret is about stabilization. Officially, Hasselblad says the new 5-axis in-body image stabilization is rated for a wild 10 stops. Now, that number sounds almost unbelievable. It suggests you can get a sharp handheld shot with a ridiculously long exposure. But the real secret isn't the number, it's what it allows you to try. We found the 10-stop rating to be more than just a spec. It's an invitation to leave your tripod behind. We took this camera out at twilight, when you're usually forced to either set up a tripod or crank the ISO. With the new XCD 28 to 76mm lens, we were absolutely blown away to capture sharp, handheld images at shutter speeds of 2, 3, and even 4 seconds. Let me say that again, a 4-second handheld shot on a 100 megapixel sensor. The detail was perfect. The sharpness, absolute. Now, this was our experience, and your results may vary, but think about what this means. For landscape photographers, it's leaving the heaviest piece of gear at home. For architectural photographers, it's capturing the soul of a space with just natural light. The secret of the 10-stop IBIS isn't just a number, it's freedom. The implication, so let's just take a breath. What we have here is a medium format camera with autofocus that works confidently in the dark, and a stabilization system that makes tripods feel optional for a huge amount of work. Separately, these are huge upgrades. Together, they're a paradigm shift. The slow, deliberate Hasselblad is evolving. In its place is a nimble, flexible, and shockingly capable camera that no longer makes you choose between quality and convenience. If you're finding this look behind the curtain helpful, and you want more honest reviews that dig deeper than the spec sheet, hitting that subscribe button would be awesome. It really helps the channel and lets us get our hands on gear like this to find out what it's really like. Okay, on to the third secret. The built-in SSD is a workflow game-changer. Third secret is hiding in plain sight. That built-in 1TB SSD. On the surface, it's just storage. But the secret isn't its size, it's the speed and how it works with the camera's new processor. It's not a coprocessor, but its incredible read-write speeds are so fast that the camera has a virtually bottomless buffer. We were shooting continuous bursts of massive 16-bit RAW files, and the camera just didn't stutter. No lag, no writing to card message, nothing. It just keeps going. This deep integration makes for a seamless experience and lays the groundwork for powerful future firmware updates, like advanced computational features that can run without ever slowing you down. The secret of the SSD isn't just about storage, it's about removing bottlenecks and creating a truly fluid workflow. The color science has a new layer of realism. Hasselblad's natural color solution HNCS is legendary for its true-to-life tones. But the secret with the X2D II is a new level of depth, thanks to how HNCS works with the new 10 PPSI sensor and its true 16-bit color. The spec sheet says the camera captures 281 trillion colors, 64 times more than a 14-bit sensor. That sounds like a marketing number, but you can actually see the difference. It's in the subtle gradations of skin tone, moving from highlight to shadow with a smoothness that feels almost analog. It's in the delicate transitions of a sunset, where other cameras might show banding. The X2D II just shows a perfect, continuous gradient. We shot portraits in all kinds of light, and the results were stunning. The color isn't just accurate, it feels three-dimensional. It has a richness that means you spend less time in post trying to fix things because the file is so good right out of the camera. The secret isn't just natural color, it's a more detailed and profound capture of reality. The ergonomics are a quiet revolution. Fifth and final secret is one you have to feel: the ergonomics. You'll notice the lighter graphite gray finish and the tilting screen, but the real magic is in the small details that change everything about how you use it. The most important of these is the new 5D joystick. Previous models didn't have a joystick, which could make selecting focus points a bit slow. Adding this little multi-directional control might seem like a small update, but in practice, it's a huge deal. It makes navigating the 425 autofocus points fast and instinctive. You can move your focus point with your eye still to the viewfinder, letting you track and recompose with a speed that just wasn't possible before on a Hasselblad. Combine that with a body that's 7.5% lighter and has a better grip, and the camera starts to feel less like a machine you operate and more like an extension of your eye. The secret is that Hasselblad has finally blended its iconic Scandinavian design with the speed modern pros need. They didn't just add a button, they removed friction from the creative process. Who is this really for? So, after all that, who is the Hasselblad X2D II actually for? With a price tag hovering around $7,399, it's a serious purchase. But it's clearly no longer just for the patient landscape or studio photographer. The secrets of this camera completely change its mission. The lighter autofocus makes it a beast for wedding and portrait photographers. The incredible IBIS makes it a new best friend for architectural and travel shooters who need to move fast. The lightning-fast SSD workflow makes it a workhorse for high-volume commercial work. And that color depth makes it the ultimate tool for any fine artist. This camera is for the creator who refuses to compromise, the photographer who demands the absolute best image quality but isn't willing to sacrifice speed and usability anymore. The Hasselblad X2D II isn't just a new camera, it's a whole new breed. That's our look at the hidden genius of the Hasselblad X2D II. There's still so much to talk about, including the persistent rumors about 4K video, which could be another massive update. We'll break that down in a future video, so make sure you're subscribed. Now, go make something incredible.